Here is the next series of movements to do for somatic therapy. As before, you want to make sure that you go at this pace that I am going at, unless you really feel in your body as though you do need to go slower or faster. It's very important that you take about 20 minutes for this practice today. And again, you can do this practice for up to 3 days, but this particular practice would be fine to do in bed one day in its own entirety. Let's get started. You're going to come all the way down to the floor in a relaxed position with your legs extended, hip distance apart. And you want to make sure that your shoulders come all the way down nice and wide, that your rib cage and your clavicle are smiling open. Your hands are on the ground, palm down. And just taking a moment to tune in and notice what it is that you notice. Let your seat become heavy. Let your shoulders and your arms become heavy. And just breathe into your body. When you are ready, you're going to take both of your toes or feet over to the right and slowly back over to the left. And taking them both to the right and back to the left. And one more time at this pace, over to the right and over to the left. And then we'll make the process a little quicker here. So right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. And just continuing at this pace with right, left, right, left, right, left. And you can feel free to play around with moving them as little as you can. And you can also take them as big as you can. And notice which one your body prefers. Remember that if you get a yawn that comes forward or you begin to feel tired, that's actually a good thing. Just a few more seconds here, right and left. And then let's pause. Take a moment to feel your body and to notice what, if anything, has shifted. We're going to be rolling over onto our right side. So slowly bend one knee at a time and take yourself over onto your right hand side. You want to make sure that your knees are in a pretty bent position, about 90 degrees, and stretch your arm out long with your head resting on your arm. Your left hand is going to go to the floor, and we're just going to begin to rock forward and back. Forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Just keep going at that pace. You might try using your hand, your left hand, to take you into this motion. And then try letting the movement come from someone seemingly push your back with a relaxed arm and hand on the left, and see if you have a preference. Just remember to breathe and be as soft and fluid as you can. Ten more seconds here. And pause. After taking a couple of moments to just allow yourself to notice what your body feels like, you can then move over onto your belly and let those legs stay extended, hip distance apart. And I'll turn around so that you can see. If you would like to rest your head on your hands, then you can do that with those legs stretched out. So you're coming down, and you can watch on the camera, on your video, or you can just listen to my voice. What we'll do now is, with your head resting on your hands, jaw unclenched, you'll begin to just rock your hips right to left. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. And just continue to allow your hips to rock side to side. Trying to let everything in your upper body be relaxed. And letting your hips be as loose as they can be. A few more seconds here. And then come to rest. Once again, noticing what you feel in your body. Let your stomach be heavy. And then we'll turn our attention here in this position to your heels. So both of your heels are going to turn to the right and to the left, and the right and the left, right, left, right, left. So this time the movement is coming from your heels and not your hips. Remember to keep your upper body relaxed, your jaw unclenched, stomach heavy, and you may feel your femurs, your thighs rolling side to side. You can play around with making the movement smaller. And notice if your body prefers that or to make the movement bigger. Just remember to choose the one that feels right for you. And then come back to stillness and pause. We'll then make our way over onto the left side of your body. Once again, knees will be bent, the arm will be extended out with your head resting on it and your hand resting on the floor. I just realized I'm on the wrong side, so I'm going to switch. Now, if it feels as though your shoulder does not feel comfortable laying in that position, feel free to put a blanket or a towel underneath your head. Your right hand is on top, and you're just taking a moment to make sure that the knees are bent, neck is long, and jaws relaxed. When you're ready, begin rocking front and back, and front and back, and front and back. And once again, I'm feeling into whether or not I prefer pushing with my hand, my right hand that's on the floor, head coming along for the ride, or do I like the image, the idea of somebody pushing me so it takes less effort? A few more seconds here. Remember that yawns are a very good sign here. And when you're ready, come to pause and notice. And then slowly make your way onto your back, once again with your knees bent. If you feel like you need to stretch your legs long for a moment, that's completely fine. But we will find ourselves back in that bent knee position. Find yourself back into that constructive rest or bent knee position. Once again, with your shoulders broad and heavy on the floor, palms facing the floor with your arms reaching down by your side. We'll take a breath in and slowly bring the knees over to the right, trying to leave as much surface area of your back on the floor as possible. And then back through center over to the left. Same thing, trying to keep as much of your back on the floor as you can. And we'll keep going. Right, left, right, left. At this pace of right, left, right, left, we're not hurrying. And we're just noticing, once again, what it might feel like if we make the movement smaller. And you might even decide that you would like to go more slowly with those knees swaying left to right. Listening to your body is the most important thing here. As long as you can keep most of your back surface on the floor, you can make the movement a little bigger to see how that feels in your body. Just imagining your knees to be like a metronome or a pendulum, just lazily swinging side to side. Jaws relaxed. And then bring yourself back into stillness and notice. Now it's possible that you may even start to hear or feel your stomach growl or rumble at this point, which is also a very good sign. Now allowing your arms to go just a little further away from your body, we're going to now take that knee swing into a much bigger but slower movement. So we'll take them over to the right and over to the left. And to the right and left. And right and left. And just make sure that you're not just dropping one knee more than the other, but you're dropping them evenly. So as if they were a mirror image of one another. Now you can let that lower back come off of the floor. And we'll go a few more seconds here. And then let yourself come to stillness back at center. Take a moment to pause before you take your legs long. extending one leg at a time. Let your legs go back long, hip distance apart. Arms by your side, palms down, shoulders broad and wide. And then we'll begin to tense and then release certain parts of the body. We'll start at the feet and then we'll work our way all the way up to the head. Begin with pointing your feet and taking them as hard as you can, squeezing, squeeze, 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 and release. Keep breathing as you do this. Take your feet into a pointed position, squeeze, 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 and release. Next, we'll take the feet, calves, and thighs and squeeze, 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 and release. And again, feet, calves, thighs, squeeze, 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 and release. This time we'll add the buttocks. So squeeze your seat, your legs, your feet, squeeze, 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 and release. One more time. Feet, calves, thighs, and your seat, all squeezing, squeeze, 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 and release. Now from the waist up into the shoulders, the arms, and your belly, and hands. Squeeze, 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 and release. The release part should feel very good. And once again, hands, arms, stomach, and shoulders. Squeeze, 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 and release. Now we'll go with shoulders, neck, and face. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And release. If you'd like, you can take a breath in before you squeeze. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And release, exhale. And now we'll do from the head to the toe. So we'll go feet, ankles, thighs, glutes, stomach, shoulders, belly, arms, face, and neck. And release. Once again, take a moment to notice. And then bringing your knees back into a bent position with your feet on the floor. Take your hands and rub them together. Nice and quick. Take a moment to place them over your heart. And then taking the heels of your hands where your wrist and your palm are connected, and you'll gently place them over your eyes. You don't want to press too hard here, but just let your fingertips curl over your skull and just rest your hands on your eyes. When you are ready, you can move your hands out to the corners of your eyes, up your temple, and add a little pressure to just run your hands up to your hairline. And we'll do that movement in particular 2 more times. This helps express the liver. So your hands are gently pressing, they're moving out to the corners of your eyes, up your temples, and up to your hairline. And 1 more time. Out to the sides, up the temple, and up to your hairline. Resting the back of your arms on the floor, take your left hand to your heart, your right hand to your belly, and one at a time, stretch your legs long again. Just breathe and notice. You're welcome to stay in this position for as long as you would like. I'm going to end the video here, but staying in that position if it feels like that's right for you. I hope you found this helpful. And good job.